Thank you for clicking It's Starting Now.
Here's a rundown of all the settings in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Accessible from the main menu. Game difficulty. Story mode is for players who want to focus purely on the narrative experience of Assassin's Creed Shadows. This mode will impact combat elements. Enemies will inflict less damage to both Yasuke and Naoe, have less health points, are generally less aggressive in their behavior and their detection through stealth, and will have larger parry dodge windows when engaged in combat. Forgiving mode is a setting to give a more lenient experience that isn't quite as generous as story mode. Enemies are forgiving of mistakes made during combat and while sneaking around. Enemy behavior is also more vulnerable, with NPCs not searching in groups and reinforcements being easier enemies when the alarm is raised. Monitoring your gear to ensure it matches the enemy and quest level is still important, but not a necessity for overcoming challenging areas and foes. Normal is the intended experience for use of the dual protagonists. Naoe will need to play to her strengths, staying in the shadows, while Yasuke can take fights more head-on, but may still be overwhelmed if enemies are not eliminated quickly. This is the default setting for both combat and stealth, and serves as a baseline for the gameplay experience. Expert difficulty will provide a higher level in both combat and stealth. Enemies are more aggressive, lethal, and difficult to take down. Additionally, enemies will take quicker notice of you as you try to sneak around, including spotting you on rooftops. Gear choice is vital on Expert, and you will want to ensure your weapons and armor match the level of enemies you are facing, as well as provide bonuses that you utilize effectively. After jumping into Assassin's Creed Shadows, you can freely change the difficulty of both combat and stealth together, or adjust them individually. Other available options will also impact your experience. Guaranteed assassinations will ensure that you are always able to eliminate all but the strongest foes using the Hidden Blade, where some enemies may be able to take only partial damage on an attempted assassination. Enabling this will turn those into instant kills, barring some special story-specific enemies and encounters. You can customize the HUD to your desired level. Various HUD elements can be toggled on or off, with multiple options for changing the opacity of individual elements or adjusting whether they can appear dynamically, are always on or always off. There are also various presets available to provide different experiences, or to use as a jumping off point to find your perfect setup. The HUD toggle, when enabled, will allow you to quickly turn off or on your customized HUD in real time during gameplay. Assassin's Creed Shadows features several accessibility features, including subtitle and text options for size and opacity of various UI elements and icons throughout the game. There are also options for text and audio languages, colorblind options, and various controller layouts. Presets and lefty swaps are available as well, as button remapping options for both controller and keyboard. Aim assist is also available to help make fine-tuning your aim with ranged weapons more accessible. This option has multiple settings of intensity, impacting how heavily your camera and targeting will be guided while aiming. Guided exploration is available at any time to assist with the quest tracking process. With guided exploration toggled off, you will need to find clues, use your scouts, and discover the location of quest objectives and quest givers more organically. When toggled on, more guidance will be provided immediately within quest, offering a more traditional RPG experience of going to directed locations. QuickTime events or QTE options can streamline some timed input activities like the Kuchikiri and Kata, making them easier or automatically successful when encountered. Two visual accessibility settings are the options for dismemberment and blood effects. Toggling these on or off will remove these elements from the game's combat. This change is purely visual and will not make changes to the combat itself or to the moves of Naoe and Yasuke. This only impacts the visual flair around their attacks. Canon mode is a narrative option that can only be selected at the start of the game, so proceed with caution. Toggling this will lock you into the various story and character-based decisions that are the canon story of Assassin's Creed Shadows. This may result in narrative moments and decisions regarding allies and enemies that cannot be undone or changed. Immersive mode is a language setting that will impact the spoken voices of everyone in the game. Characters will speak their own respective languages based on the scene. For example, Japanese characters will speak in Japanese to each other, while Portuguese characters may speak in Portuguese. Subtitles will still be in your selected desired language, and this option can be altered or changed at any time, similar to other language options. Throughout the game and its menus, you will encounter various small tutorials and explainers. These pop-ups can be toggled via the settings menu or reviewed and re-accessed at any time should you need a refresher on specific game mechanics or systems.